Hey everyone, welcome back to the Cyber Hack, and today I have 5 things you could do on your resume to make it pop. So the hiring manager is going to be so ecstatic to get you on board to join their team and do all that great cybersecurity stuff. Well, stay with me because to the very end, I have 5 things that you can add on your resume that's so simple to do that I can't even imagine why everyone's not doing it right now. So let's begin. So we're going to go from number 5 to all the way to number 1, 1 being ranked the highest. So starting with number 5 is providing technical and hardware support for multi-trillion-dollar industry equipment. And what does that actually mean? Well, as you can see from this clip, I'm actually installing my GPU support bracket because it's sagging on my motherboard that's hung vertically. And if you don't know what that means, it just means that I bought a $20 piece of hardware supporting my $400 piece of hardware to make it more stable. All right, so that's number 5. And of course, the technical term would that be, again, is provide technical and hardware support for multi-trillion-dollar industry equipment. Because the GPU is worth a lot of money in quantity, all right, in quantity. And going on to number 4, working knowledge of Linux. And here in this clip, you can see me doing a sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade. Of course, those are the 2 common things that you normally do before installing any other software or any other driver for the Linux environment. And this one I'm using specifically Ubuntu, all right? And we're going down to number 3, technical support and 100% satisfaction feedback. What does that even mean? In this clip, I'm going to be installing 128 gigs of RAM, and that's pretty pricey. I mean, that's technical support, level 1 hardware support, installing more RAM for end user, and 100% satisfaction. I mean, that goes without saying. I've had so many times in the past when I used to work as a consultant, hardware desktop support, I would install, because at the request of the client, install additional RAM, and the machine would be flying, and the customer satisfaction was off the charts, and they were more ecstatic. They can do more, they could open up more browsers, more Word documents, and they loved it. So definitely a plus to put on the resume. And going down to number 2, design and implement new workflow to streamline productivity. Those are really big words for an industry of any, right? So any industry would appreciate this. You're designing and you're implementing and you're developing a new workflow to streamline productivity. And what did I do in this clip? I changed the color of my CPU cooler RGB. Every color has a significance. When you're down, it could be like purple, and when you're excited, it could be green or yellow. And here I chose the color I chose because it just looks cool. And because it looked cool, it enhanced my productivity, right? It just shows the mood that I'm in. So I'm not lying. I'm definitely not lying. So, but I wouldn't just change the color of my CPU cooler RGB. I would say something along the line of design and implement new workflow to streamline productivity. And when they ask, I will elaborate more. Okay? And now, number 1. What is number 1 out of all of this to put on your resume? Working with AI development to incorporate into daily tasks. Sounds big, doesn't it? Right? Let's review that again. Working with AI development to incorporate into a daily task. So I installed Llama 3. Based on what I just did here on this clip, I initiated Llama 3 and I asked a question about how I can land a cybersecurity job, and please tell me that I'm hired, and which it did. So utilizing that and putting that as a task is number 1 on the list. Guys, if you don't know, this was more of an entertainment. Please don't take this as actual advice and put it on your resume. But what I'm saying is you can, I wouldn't say, you're lying, but in essence, you have to do these things somehow, some way to actually get noticed. And unfortunately, in the world that we live in today, with all the social media and all these different things that people are telling you what to put on your resume, how to format your resume, how to speak during an interview, how to dress during an interview, all those pre-existed. But as time goes on, everyone has their own personal preference. And in regards to resume building and putting things on there, make sure you're not lying, guys. This was more of an entertainment. This was more of a joke, but you're enhancing what you actually know and put that on the resume. So if you do have working knowledge of Linux, for example, put that on there. But you really have to know some Linux commands, some operating systems, different flavors of Linux. And if you work with AI, go deeper into it. Do some more research, learn about the different platforms. Make sure you understand what the LL stands for, the Llama, the large language model, right? So, and it actually stands for large language model meta AI. So that's the Llama in it. And that's a private AI that you can install locally, and you can learn and you can abuse it. You can do so many things, and it's not public. It's not like ChatGPT where you put sensitive information that's going to be exposed to the entire world. Whoever searches for it, it's personal to your machine. So you can see everything that I had here on this machine that you're looking at on the different clips. Installing the 128 gigs of RAM. I have my 3070 Ti on there. I use this machine as my test bench, and you can see it's actually sitting on my kitchen table, because every part of my house actually has a machine that when I have free time, I'm sitting there doing something. So when my wife is cooking and I have to watch the kids, I'm sitting at the kitchen table learning still, even though I can't have full concentration sometimes, but at least I'm doing something. So in regards, I hope you found this video entertaining. I plan on doing something more in the future similar to this, but this was more of a joke. I'm just kidding, guys. Don't put whatever I put as far as changing CPU colors as a talent or a skill on your resume. This was more of a joke. I just wanted to point out certain things on your resume and LinkedIn. People kind of glorify a lot of these like tasks that they do daily. Like, if I was to deliver mail, it's like, oh, you would fantasize that to be more elaborate than it really is, where I'm just delivering mail, right? Or sending emails all day. So I would probably say something along the lines of emailing, collaboration, teamwork, putting all these keywords onto a resume to illustrate that I send out fancy emails to customers and internal organization seniors. Just saying, guys. Hope you found this video entertaining, and please remember to hit that like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again really soon. Take care.